And hello there, it's Dr. Brenda, financial coach, sociologist, founder of Gutsy Women in Finances Community, full-time RVer, traveling the country with my 3 cats, coming at you today from the cabin at Mount Cabot. I'm in New Hampshire. I have become a peak bagger, okay? A peak bagger. Isn't that a nice technical term? So I went out a couple of days ago, my Sunday, and climbed my first 4,000 footer. Today, Mount Cabot is my second 4,000 footer. There are 48 4,000 footer mountains or more in New Hampshire. So I am determined to climb all of them. There is a 4,000 foot club, and I'm gonna take this on. It doesn't matter how long it takes, as long as you do it within your lifetime. And hey, please subscribe below. If you don't already subscribe, please do so. Thanks to those of you who are. Yeah, 4.7 miles to hike up to the peak, hike up to the summit. So it's I am now on my way down, and hopefully it won't take quite as long. Can't wait to have a nice meal when I get back to my RV. And you know, the hiking is so therapeutic. This trail, I hike alone. Ran into very few people today on the trail. Gorgeous, gorgeous day. I'm reading this book. It's called 48 Peaks, and it's about a woman who hiked all 48 of the New Hampshire peaks. And boy, she had a lot of medical problems, breast cancer and scoliosis and injuries that really made her, it was a difficult journey. It took her a long, long time. So I'm looking at folks like that, and it's like, wow, if they can do it, I can do it. But in this book, she talks about sort of dividing your hike into 4 different parts. So the first part, and then having an affirmation for each part, because it's a long hike. And most people injure themselves going downhill, not uphill. So the first quarter or so for me, and she talks about it's called, it's the warm up. At this point, I'm just warming up. The second part, and it's kind of like a game, right? The second part where you're starting that tougher climb. And to me, all I kept thinking about was Dory the fish. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep climbing, just keep climbing. That's all you got to do, just keep climbing. So no matter how long it took, I just kept climbing. But I also get into the zone. So it's like, stay in the zone. There was a woman hiking down, and I shouted out, hello. And she said, oh, you startled me. And I said, I know, that's why I shouted hello. She said, oh, I was in the zone. And I said, I know. I was in that zone partway coming up too. And there's this concept called coherence. And it's when your breath starts to move in the rhythm of your heartbeat. And it's this meditational thing. I was coming down Sunday from the other peak and going up a hill, and ran into a woman too. And I said, as she just startled me. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, I was in a trance. And that is what it's like out here, guys. It's sort of like being in this trance. So, the first part, I'm just warming up. The second part, just keep climbing. I'm in the zone. Third part, I got lots of energy left. I got lots of energy to get down. And then the fourth part, I'm in the home stretch. I can almost see my car in the home stretch. So that sort of helps you build, divide the hike into different aspects. And to me, a lot of the climb up, and I think this is common for a lot of us. I start out, and a lot of us start out with, thinking about, the dumb things that people did or said to us, the lousy things that might have happened in our lives, why we're angry, why we're bitter, and then you just kind of leave that behind. So also that warm-up is like, okay, I'm going to slough off all that baggage, the baggage from my life. Second part, I get into the zone. And I'm going to tell you what, when I get into the zone, I begin to just build this routine, the rhythm of hiking. And I hike out here also because I can. So the things that cross my mind, I haven't always been able to do this. Even 2 years ago, when I came out, started RVing, I came out in Vermont. I was hiking the Green Mountains, so I was there, but I was still obese, so it was not an easy go. But in my early 30s, I was very sick. I had some um, uh, inflammatory intestinal issues, and I was in the hospital for a month. I'd be hooked up on a morphine pump. Spent a decade in chronic pain. I was in really good shape as I approached age 50, and was doing karate and really good until I had a disc problem and I needed back surgery, and that was 8 months of pain, and then the surgery and recuperation. Then I had some other stuff going on that left me with headaches and extreme fatigue. So there have been times in my life where I have not been able to do this. And here I am, I'm in a position where physically I can do it. And you gotta do that. So I think about that. I am eternally grateful that I am on this journey, that this is my view now. I have the flexibility, but I can physically do this. There were so many times in my life when I couldn't. I also think about my friends and my family who have passed on or who are not able to do this. So a couple weeks ago, I received word of yet another high school classmate who passed away. And I come from a small town in central Wisconsin. There were probably just 80, low 80s in terms of how many of us graduated from high school. So we all knew each other. We generally knew each other's brothers and sisters and parents and cousins. And we've lost a lot of people. One of my very good friends, Kay, passed away last fall, and I think about her. So at this summit here, there's a cairn. It is a stack of rocks, and I touch that top rock, and I'm like, I'm hiking for you, Kay. I know you're out there somewhere. I'm hiking for you. So there are too many people who are not able to do this. Take them in your hearts. Take them along on your journey. I'm so damn grateful. So this is also for my friend Katie, who's struggling with cancer, and people who are dealing with pain, because there's so many days when you're just trying to get through the day. And I have hope that someday you're going to be able to look at the vistas, climb your own mountain. It can be a walk down the street, down to the corner. That's how you start. You just start with little steps. But climb your mountain, divide it up into segments if you need to. You might be at a really tough place. Know that there is a summit up on the top. Know that it's a downhill walk all the way back, that you're gonna be in the home stretch. So yeah, I'm hooked. I'm becoming a peak bagger. I'm already thinking about, I've got my RV scheduled, my travel itinerary into next year. I'm going to be out west. I am already looking at the map. I'm doing the hikes that are closest to me at this location. And then I'm going to come back in 2 years, spend a lot of time in the Northeast, and keep hiking and keep hiking and keep hiking. It's this is therapy. Nature is the healer of the soul. The nature can be the healer of your physical body as well. So, hey, I've missed you guys. I know I haven't YouTube for a while, and I'm so glad that I had some quiet time up here to do that. And hey, just for the heck of it, I'm going to show you. There's this little cabin here. So this provided a ledge for my phone, and this is a little hut. U.S. Forest Service. Cabot Cabin. It's a little cabin. So if you are hiking and, you know, you can do overnighters. This is a little cabin. It's not, there's no electricity, but it's got a roof. It's got windows. Can shield you from the bad weather. Let's take a look inside. Nothing fancy again. So you've got a picnic table here. Okay, there we go. A little bit of information, an information board. And then if you want to sleep in here, there's a couple of places where you can put your sleeping bag and your roll, and you got two really bunk beds. So that is the Cabot Cabin. And there's a little place you can make a fire below, and maybe we can get you a little bit of a view. So yeah, it's a wonderful life. It's a fantastic life. All right, guys, that's it. I hope to see you in the road someday, and you know, if maybe we can go hiking together one day. That would be so cool. I am thinking 2024 already, so anybody else out there wants to become a peak bagger, start hiking, getting in shape, preparing to hike more of these 4,000 plus foot peaks, let me know in the comments. Maybe we can arrange something and have a peak bagging RV caravan. Wouldn't that be cool? All right, guys, you take care. Bye-bye.